Yep. Who is that noise?
I'm good.
We're getting a little feedback.
I can go in there.
Yeah.
The iPads, I think that do the feedbacks.
We should have a little rehearsal or something.
Yeah, we should have. Are they getting feet?
And
Are
we live yet? Yes, we're live. Helen, can you text Barbie and let her know we're live now? Okay. Thank you.
Should be good now.
Yeah, he texted me too. We're good. He's online. Can you give me that sheet, please? Can you give me that sheet, please? That sheet. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's.
Good evening. Today is Wednesday, June 17, 2020, regular session of the school board of the school trustees. Sorry, School City of East Chicago. The time is now 6:28 p.m. The place is School City of East Chicago Administration Building, 1401 East 144th Street, East Chicago, Indiana, 46312. This is a meeting of the school board for the purpose of conducting the school corporation's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. I do want to apologize for the delay. We're trying to work out having Zoom in person, as well as having some of our board members that you can see on the screen. One of our board members is in a different room just to avoid the feedback. Again, we 100% apologize for the delay. And thank everyone for working with us as we're trying to just figure out the social distancing. I'm sure everyone's doing the same. Again, we can hear everything that goes on, so we ask that you be respectful of the meeting because it will show up on the live stream as it's on YouTube also. So next we'll move forward with Rhonda, please roll call.
Trustee Rodriguez.
Present.
Trustee Jones.
Present.
Trustee Williams.
Present.
Trustee Smith.
Present.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Present. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United
States of America.
And to the republic for which it
stands
stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice for all.
Next, we will move to the business portion of the meeting, and I do know we have to add 2 items to the agenda. First, it would be adding the public forum to the agenda. And the second item would be a donation request for Central High School. Can I please have a motion for approval?
Madam President, make a motion for those two items to be added to the agenda for today.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Round of roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith, Chairman Hernandez.
Yes.
Yes. Item number 1, approval of distribution of payroll. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move to approve the distribution of payroll.
Trustee Rodriguez makes the motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Any questions? Round of roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item number 2, approval of claim dockets. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I make a motion for approval of claim dockets.
Trustee Smith makes the motion for approval.
I'll second that motion.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Any questions? Round of roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item number 3, approval of personnel report.
Madam President, I make a motion to remove 2 dockets from the personnel report.
Okay, so Joel, am I correct in stating that? We'll have to
So-
just-
Yeah, so I think what he's proposing, what Trustee Jones is proposing is adoption of the actual personnel report with the exception of removing 2 items. So I think we just need to list the 2 items that are the subject of his motion and then see if there's a second for the 2 that he wants removed.
Okay.
So Trustee Jones, if you can just
So-
list the number.
1990, motion 1999 and 2009.
Okay, so then it would be, if I could have a motion for approval of the personnel report with the removal of 1999 and 2009, correct?
Yes.
Do I have a motion?
A second, you mean?
A second, I'm sorry.
A second.
I think Trustee Jones made the motion, right?
Right.
Yes, that's what
So
Joe
what
said. I just need a second.
I second that motion.
Any questions?
I'm sorry.
I said, any questions?
Any questions to original personnel report? Correct?
The motion on the floor,
well-
just if I could, the motion on the floor right now is for approval of the personnel report with the exception of the 2 items that Trustee Jones pointed out.
Correct. So are there any questions?
I have a question. Are we questioning the personnel report or just those 2?
You can question either. You can
Okay,
question
my question
anything on the
about the
report.
my question about the personnel report. I see that we had quite a few administrators, and I know in our executive session, we spoke about the coaches that was on this personnel report. But as far as the administrators that are on the personnel report, were all these jobs that are listed on this personnel report that we hire or new hires, were they posted on the website through our HR department? And these interviews were conducted prior to them being brought to the board?
Yes.
So my question to you, Mr. Harris,
Doing this.
with the item that was being removed because of the conflict that I have with that item, will I abstain from the remove? How would that work?
You can abstain from the vote to approve the personnel report as amended, basically. If you feel as though you have a conflict, you can abstain from that vote. Now, if for some reason the amended version of the personnel report doesn't pass, then we can bring back to the floor the full version of the personnel report. So I don't know the nature of the conflict, but to answer your question, yes, you can abstain.
So, I guess I want to make sure that we start practicing that when we do abstain from voting, that we kind of state the reason why. And as I had mentioned to my board previously, the item number,
You said state the reason why you abstaining to vote?
correct, because technically the only reason we're supposed to abstain for the vote is if it will directly impact financially, or there's a conflict of interest. And there is a conflict of interest for myself because my
I thought-
husband actually applied for the doc number 1999.
I thought it was in regards to, I thought it was just that you wasn't clear and you just needed more understanding about, that's what the reason for abstaining, and it don't necessarily have to do with.
Jewel, can you,
So yeah, I think her explanation is correct. The only reason a board member should abstain is if they have some direct financial interest or a conflict of interest other than finances. It could be something else. Outside of that, in order for you to fulfill your duties, you should always be voting it up or voting it down, but you shouldn't abstain just because you'd rather not vote on it, just because you'd rather not. That could be considered a neglect of duty if it happened repeatedly. And
now,
I've
I guess,
had that happen on other boards before too, by the way.
now that's one of the reasons why we end up asking the superintendent. She gives us 48 hours to kind of ask any questions in regards to the packet, as well as we can ask during this questioning right now, whatever it is. So that's why it's about those two items. And that was, I know, Jewel, as a lawyer, letting us know, but we were told in our orientation also.
Well,
So now my
Madam
question to
President?
you, Jewel, again. I'm sorry, go ahead, Trustee Rodriguez.
yeah, so your conflict is it relate to 2009, or what was the other one, 2009 or 1999 or 2009? Do you have a direct conflict with this particular individual, or the fact that there was a, see, I don't know where the conflict is, because obviously, are you able to define your conflict? When
Yes, absolutely.
When you say conflict of interest?
Yes, I do. I can state. So on the doc number 1999, the position is boys basketball head coach. And my husband also applied for the position, which means if we not hire this individual who's on the docket and it ends up going back to the drawing board, or you have another interview and my husband were to get it, then that directly impacts my home. I do not want to be part of that process. I do not want anyone to say that that's the reason why my husband would have gotten a job or anything like that. So this is why, and I have said this to the board, as well as to Monica, as well as to everyone else, I do not want to vote on this topic at all.
Yeah, and
Okay,
that's
so-
actually a direct conflict of interest.
So with regards to the boys basketball head coach and all future appointments, you're going to abstain to it, is what it sounds, because
I can clarify this a little bit, just
Yeah.
because I've had that conversation. He was part of this application process. So once the application, once the application process is closed, and then the person's hired, whoever it may be, so long as it's not her husband, she wouldn't still have a conflict anymore because he's still not in the running for the position. It'd be filled, it's closed, we move on. Now, obviously, if her husband did get the position, now there's an issue going forward. If there's an item to come up for a vote that relates to her husband, it would still be a conflict. She couldn't vote on it. So with that portion, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, she's saying because he's part of the application process, that she needs to stay hands off until this situation plays itself out by the rest of the trustees, but that she can't have a direct role in the process.
Okay.
And I also would have to abstain anyways from doc number 2020 because my husband also actually was voted or has been asked to be the Flag Football Unified head coach. So that would be another item I would have to abstain from anyways.
And that 2020 does make sense. I just got clear, but thanks for the clarification on the other two items.
So I think I'm good on
So
that
just to
question.
clean up,
Anyone else
just
have
to,
questions?
I was gonna say, just to clean up where we are, we're finishing up discussion on the motion that's on the floor.
Correct. Any other questions?
But here, one more question to Jewel. If we approve the personnel report, are the other two items going to be on the same agenda, or what's going to happen? Because if what's going to happen with 2009 and 1999?
So right
Those
now,
positions.
it's a vote to remove those two positions. They'd be off the personnel report. And you
So
all
we're not-
decide if
we're-
that's what you want to do. And
So-
I think you
so
should
the
have a
motion-
second motion to approve the entire personnel report without those two
As
entries.
amended. Okay, so right now the motion is
To
the two
remove two.
individuals, whether that's going to be removed. Okay, got it.
Correct.
So do we have any more questions? Round the roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
No.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
No.
Trustee Smith,
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
I abstain. So we do know what we voted on, correct?
No, we voted on the personnel report, right?
No.
Right.
We voted on removing those items.
We
Right.
voted on removing
Okay,
those
we voted-
for the personnel report.
Right.
Right. So
We voted
then
on removing the items from the personnel report. So now you still have a personnel report without any edits to it. That's still on the agenda.
My vote is yes to remove the items, but for the personnel report, the remainder of the personnel report, my vote is yes.
Yeah, that's what mine is as well.
Mine
So
too.
Rhonda, I think we need to do the vote again because I think the clarification needs to be established. So
Yeah,
basically, what you're gonna vote by voting no, that means you're gonna allow item number 1999 to stay on and 2009 to stay on. By voting yes, we'll approve the personnel report with removing 1999 and 2009. So if you want to remove those two items, you vote yes. If you want to keep those items on, you vote no. Do we have an understanding of that?
yeah, we
Yeah,
can
but
do
I
a
think-
recall vote for clarification. We can definitely have a recall vote. But we just
because
need to
I-
make sure
Yes.
everyone understands the motion, that basically what Trustee Jones was trying to do was remove two items from the personnel report. That got a second. We had discussion about that, and the question is, do all the trustees agree to remove those or not?
Okay. Yeah, I guess we need a revote then.
Yeah, this is a unique one. It's not, normally it's just yes or no, and this is a little bit different. So I understand the
Well,
confusion.
All right, can we take a step back for a second here? Can we get some clarity from the superintendent as to how the process was in terms of providing this individual to this personnel report?
I think we
Sure.
in the executive session.
Right, but just so that we have clarity in public, so they know exactly how the process was in bringing this individual to the table.
Sure. So we had candidates that applied for the job. We selected a committee. The committee was allowed to vote on SurveyMonkey. And we had two top candidates. Mr. Newell, the 1999 had the most votes. So the athletic director was involved in the interview process, but she did not vote. So the committee recommended 1999. The athletic director recommended 1999. I met the young man and I interviewed the young man, and I also am now recommending the young man. So to be clear, I was biased from the beginning. I did not have any idea who the applicants were. I let the committee decide who were the candidates that they should recommend moving forward. The athletic director recommended 1999, and then I recommended 1999 at the end. So I was the final recommendation. But the committee was recommended first. Monica, the athletic director, recommended second, and I recommended third.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Okay, we're gonna go back to the roll call vote. So this would be approval of personnel report with removing 1999 and 2009. Go ahead, Rhonda.
Okay. Trustee Rodriguez?
No.
Okay. Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Williams?
Yes.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Abstain. Now, Jewel, I have to go back or that's
So now you need a motion to approve the personnel report with those items removed.
as amended.
As amended, correct.
Okay, so now we'll be approving the personnel report as amended. Any questions?
Just
I'm
one
sorry,
question.
I have a
Yeah.
motion.
I'm
I need a motion first, I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve personnel report
As
as
amended.
amended.
As amended. Trustee Rodriguez
Second.
makes the motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Rhonda, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Williams?
No.
Trustee Smith?
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Abstain. Next, we move on to approval of paraprofessional boot camp. Right.
Yes, I'm requesting board approval for the following adult basic education teachers to receive a stipend for the paraprofessional boot camp that would take place June 8th through the 18th.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve paraprofessional boot camp. Item 4.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
I second the motion.
Trustee Jones seconds the motion. Any questions?
I have a quick question. I'm just
Just,
curious,
Ms. Harris.
Superintendent Wright, does this activity, is it intended for it to comply with some provision of the collective bargaining agreement, or I'm curious if it relates to the contract in any way or not? Or is it just
Mr.
something
Brown
separate?
is here who oversees the adult best program. Yes, go ahead.
I think you could go there. I should be able to hear it on here. Or actually, you might have to come over here or else we can't see you. I think the question was, Mr. Harris, can you repeat the question, please?
I just had a question as to whether or not this activity, the paraprofessional boot camp, was related in some way to a contract, or if this was just a kind of a one-off situation.
No, it comes from a contract from CWI, Center for Workforce Innovations, which funds our adult ed program.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they gave us an extended funds so we can do the camp.
Understood.
Any other questions?
I believe my question would be with the process of, and I don't know if this was the same thing that Jewel was asking, but with us going through negotiation with the ones that's already hired by School City of East Chicago.
No, these are individuals that are looking to become paraprofessionals.
Okay. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Mr. Brown, for clarifying that.
You are.
Any other questions? What you want to say? Rhonda, can you?
8th, and distribution of food would take place from 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. on a first come, first served basis in the Central High School parking lot. I'm sorry, the Washington Elementary parking lot.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President,
Yes.
Go ahead.
I move to approve. Make a motion to
Trustee
approve. I'm
Rodriguez
sorry.
makes a motion to approve. Make a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Any questions? Rhonda, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Next, we will move to, I want to say the public forum.
No, it's at the end.
Next we'll move to superintendent remarks.
Yes, I have quite a few.
Hold on, I'm sorry. We have one more item, the donation
Oh,
request.
yes.
That's right.
Yes, we have some donations for Central High School. First, the alumni is requesting approval of the backpack and celebrity shout-outs. Secondly, Derek Glassford alumni is requesting approval for donation for gift bags. And last, I Too Sing is requesting approval of donation for 250 class of 2020 cardinal masks.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I make a motion to
Trustee Jones?
approve the donations.
Trustee Rodriguez, I'm sorry, made a motion to approve.
A second.
Trustee Jones seconds the motion. Any questions? Again, I just want to make mention, first off, apologize to I2Sing America and alumni group and Diana Darden, as well as Jared Glassberg. We're not mentioning them last week. Thank you guys all so much. The senior drive-by graduation was a success. And it's all thanks to all those that participated and gave to our alumni. Again, thank you on behalf of myself and those seniors, because they were extremely excited and happy for what happened. And thank you to all the trustees as well as everyone who was there. If it was not for everyone at that location at that time, it would not have gotten done. So thank you.
Are those the masks that you and Mrs. Superintendent Wright is wearing? Those are the masks that was.
They are similar to this, but actually they're all black, and it says ITSG or ITSA, and there's a cardinal.
Oh, okay.
And I believe
I want
they
to know
got
where
them
you are.
from,
I want to know where you all purchased yours from. I want to get one of those.
well, I was gonna say they got them from Bree Wright Printing. He's also an alumni.
Okay.
I'm not sure if his real name, but yeah, he's in Highland, and he has all these made for the students as well as us.
Okay.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Rhonda, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
I'm sorry, we're on what was the motion? Oh,
It's just
okay.
Superintendent Remarks.
The
Got it.
donations.
yeah, I thought yes.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Now we will have the superintendent's remarks.
Yes, we are making plans for the re-entry in the fall. A survey will be displayed on the school website Monday through Friday. We are asking all families to complete the survey as we plan for the next school year. Each family's input is integral to planning a successful school year. So we're asking that all parents please complete the survey. Also, the Boys and Girls Club has 200 to 300 openings. Please make sure you fill out a membership form. And last, I would like to introduce my administrative team. Would you all please stand? So we have some new administrators, and we have a few of them here today. And so I just wanted them to have an opportunity to say a few words to the community. So first, my new assistant superintendent, Miss Esther Good.
Take it off just so you can see my face. Good evening to School Board Chairman, Mrs. Hernandez Orange, Trustees Williams, Jones, Smith, Rodriguez, Superintendent Wright, my esteemed colleagues, special guests. I am very thankful to you for the opportunity to educate and serve the students and families in the school city of East Chicago. I have been in education for 23 years, serving as a secondary math teacher, instructional coach, principal, and executive director. I look forward to pouring my heart and soul into the success of this school district. So again, I thank you. I'm truly excited. Hashtag proud to be a Cardinal. Thank you.
Next is Mr. A. Brown. Believe it or not, I taught him, I believe, my second and third year teaching. So this is an honor to have him on my team. He was also the basketball coach. So maybe we can hire him as the basketball coach.
No, no chance. No chance. No chance. Don't have to worry about that. I just want to say thank you to everybody, the board. I mean, most everybody know me, but I'm a lifelong Cardinal. Went to school from Columbus Elementary to Washington Elementary, West Side Junior High, class of 92 from Central High School. Like she said, I came back here. I've been teaching. I started teaching in 1997, 18 years as a special education teacher. One of my favorite people here for special ed, Ms. Cole. I want to always thank her for helping me out. I've been a CTE director for the last 3 years. And I look forward to becoming the principal at East Chicago Central High School. This is going to be a big task, but I thank everybody that been supporting me, and I look forward to the challenge and making sure we continue to move East Chicago Central forward. Thank you.
Yes. Next, we have Miss Linda Padilla.
Hello, everyone. I want to just take a moment to tell everybody how grateful I am and how humbled I am to have been chosen to be the new principal at Harrison Elementary School. I'm looking forward to the opportunity. Thank you to the board and to Superintendent Wright. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, we have our new principal, Dr. Rashida Green.
Hello, everyone. I am extremely excited to be named as the principal at McKinley. I want to let everyone know that I'm just extremely grateful and I'm ready to move McKinley forward. So thank you to the board and to our superintendent and to our trustees. Thank you.
Also, we have a new principal at the pre-K school who is the former principal at Harrison, Miss Jessica Peters.
Hello. I want to also thank the board and Superintendent Wright for this opportunity. I'm very excited to be the principal at Carrie Gosh. I'm moving into my 18th year here in the school city of East Chicago, and this is my home. I'm very excited to work with our babies and get them on the right track so they are ready for kindergarten. So once again, thank you. I'm extremely excited for this opportunity.
Also, we have Nancy Sharp in the audience. She's not a new principal, but if she would like to come up and say something.
Thank you. I was not expecting to come up here, but thank you, everyone. I am from East Chicago as well. I've been teaching here and being a principal here for a long time. I'm not going to say that on many numbers, but I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to continuing my principalship at Lincoln Elementary School. And I want to congratulate all of our new principals and administrators. I really look forward to working with everybody. Thank you.
Okay, we have Mr. Ed Garcia. If he would like to come up and say a few words.
Good evening, everybody. I've been here for about 16 years in this district, 8 years as a teacher, 8 years as an administrator. So definitely it's still a blessing to be in the school district. Once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal. I'm not originally from EC, but honestly, this is family to me now. So I'm grateful that I am still in this awesome district and looking forward to moving this district forward.
So I would just like to say there's no I in team, and I am very happy to welcome my team. We're going to really make some great changes, and we're really going to grow our district this school year. We will be working together closely, collaboratively. Once again, welcome team, and let's make sure that we move this district forward.
Thank you, Superintendent, and all those in attendance. Next, we will have trustee remarks. Any trustee have any remarks? I do have, go ahead, trustee Rodriguez.
Yeah, I just want to again welcome the new administrators to their positions, and I'm looking forward to also working with you. I think everyone here, I think Garcia said it right. We're one big family, and working together, hopefully we can definitely accomplish a lot of goals.
Thank you. I also want to say congratulations to all the new administrators. And more importantly, I hear the tone of we would like to move forward. And I think all of us trustees, I get emotional all the time. We love our school, we love our children, and we want to see the same thing. So I ask that you make sure to put students first, always. Our East Chicago students, again, we would not be here if it was not for them. And I'm going to be very blunt, and I probably shouldn't say this, but it's a time to put up or shut up. Our students have been on the back burner for many years, as well as our staff. One of the main reasons I ran for school board, because I wanted to see some type of change. I think we're working towards that, but we're at the point now where changes are definitely being made, and it's now time to put up or shut up. We have had the needle move in different school districts. We have given opportunities for students. We have given them technology during this COVID time. We have seen some type of improvement, but it's now time to see more. I'm going to tell you this. We have community members who will always and forever knock on people's businesses to talk to our trustees, who will go to our home, will give us a phone call. So because of that, we as trustees have to always make sure that our team is doing the best that they can do for the students. So I'm asking you, I'm actually begging you to start putting our kids first and making that needle move, but not just at one school, but all schools. Next, we will have public forum. And I think you're gonna have to come over here also. Well, because you can't see from there. But they can't hear you either. Yes. Coach Pete, you got your timer?
If I could just give them a little disclaimer too. If I could give the disclaimer about the rules for public forum too.
Yes, we're putting you on the timer.
Yeah, I know I'm getting one.
I have my timer.
Thank you
Good
for
afternoon,
understanding.
everybody here, and congratulations to the team. I'm Patty Gibson King, East Chicago resident.
Hey, Patty, can you hold on? Patty, can you hold on 1 second?
1 second.
Oh, yes.
Joel, can you give us our disclaimer?
Yes, if you could please state your name. Obviously, it's been some time since we've had some live public participation, so I know you're excited to participate in the process, and I'm glad we're able to, despite the technical difficulties, able to accomplish that after some period of time. But as always, I would ask that you refrain from discussing any personnel matters or any personal attacks or abusive language towards the school board members or the administrative team that was introduced today or any other staff that's present. your comments will be limited to 3 minutes in time. Thank you.
Now, you ready for me to repeat that, Counselor?
Yes, it's on
Thanks,
you.
Patty.
Yes.
Thank you.
East Chicago resident, HRV. One thing I want to mention here is to expound on what Mrs. Vanessa Orange had to say. Yes, we are very concerned about our kids' education, those of us that have been attending the school board meetings for some years. And one thing that we're here to make sure to ask, that there was a letter that we submitted to the school board April the 6th, and it was my understanding that we were supposed to have given an email to Rhonda, which we did ask for a written response pertaining to the hiring of the superintendent of schools, right? There were also some other positions that were available, which were interim positions, and these positions were posted. So I am here today to give the letter again. This is going to be the second notice that we're getting, and we're waiting for a written response to that. So I didn't. It was April 6th. Well, I got the minutes right here because you all went on that Zoom, and you know, and we want to make sure the council get one. We want to be a matter of record too. You know, so that was one of the things that we have been waiting for ever since April the 6th. Okay. Okay, and thank you.
Thank you.
We have one more public forum, that's our speaker, which is Madeline Span.
I also would like, my name is Madeline Span, 4942 Euclid Avenue. And I would like to congratulate all of the administrators, the new ones, and the entire team. And I think that the superintendent made a good selection. And I especially want to congratulate Ms. Peters, because you've got a yeoman's job ahead of you. Our preschool children will be the foundation of the East Chicago school system. If you teach them early, they should be able to carry through and make it easier for the elementary teachers and kindergarten. And I also hope that you continue with the idea that the preschool program will go into kindergarten, so that maybe we can have our own little academy one day. And we can keep them in our system and they won't go to other schools after they leave our preschool program. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is all for public forum. The next date and time for our meeting is July 6th. July 6th at 6 p.m. And depending on the governor's orders, it might be an in-person or Zoom meeting. Please, well, someone will be here no matter what, now that we kind of have it down. And we might have to make sure that we're all here just so we can avoid the feedback and start on close to time. So that will be again July 6th at 6 p.m. Can I have a motion for adjournment?
Madam President, Madam President, I make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
I'm sorry? Trustee Jones?
Madam President, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Trustee Jones makes a motion. Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Rhonda, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Thank you guys. See you.
Bye. Alrighty.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna share, we're gonna save some cake for you guys. You have to pick it up tomorrow, though.
Don't be surprised if I swing by.
Oh, I'm still alive?
Sorry.